And again, money, we come to this issue that money has great power, enough that Jesus wanted to talk about it. And interestingly enough, Jesus talked about money a lot. Jesus talked about money way more than I would feel comfortable talking about money. Jesus talked about money because he saw the power that it had and wanted to address it, saw the spiritual elements that money had. And so he gives us several lessons here. The first lesson is a lesson about treasure, what we treasure. Treasure on earth versus treasure in heaven. And literally in the Greek, there's kind of a play on words here in verse 19, which is, it's do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth. If we all read Greek and had Greek Bibles, we would see that it says, in fact, do not treasure for yourself treasures on earth. And then do not treasure for yourself, but instead treasure in heaven. So there's this word kind of treasure that shows up over and over again because money tells us about what we ultimately treasure, what we hold dear. And we're told that there's this contrast between treasures on earth or treasures in heaven. So don't store up treasure on earth because there's a risk associated with that. There's corruption, there's moth and rust destroy, and thieves break in and steal. Every dollar that we have on earth, or every possession that we have on earth, there's some risk associated with. We could lose it, it could be stolen, it could break down, it wears out. We know this from everyday life. In fact, this is one of my greatest sources of frustration, if I'm being really honest, is like the number of things that just wear out constantly. I'm a homeowner, I own a home, and the things that wear out in my house and the things that need replacement, it just never ends, right? There's stuff running down all the time. In fact, if you buy produce, this is a silly example, but I have the worst luck with avocados, right? I'm just like, I feel like I might as well, I'm looking at the grocery store, I want to buy this avocado, I'm just going to throw my dollar away. There's no, I have better odds of just throwing the dollar away because that's probably what's going to happen because I have bad luck. If you got tips, let me know after the service. I want to know. I love avocados, but I seem to buy them. They're like, oh, it's not ripe. I'll put it out for a little bit. And then it's just all of a sudden it's rotten, right? And you can't possibly eat it. Just chuck it in the trash. For real, tell me your tips after the service. I want to know how to have better luck with that.